It's Cooking with John.
Hey, how's it going? I got this maybe 2 weeks ago. It's my mixer. All right, let's break it in. I'm going to do something I've never done before. I'm going to make some homemade mayonnaise. Now, I've had an egg sitting out at room temperature for a little while. So I got a room temperature egg. Okay, that is so much better than a whisk. All right, now I got to get a measuring cup. About a teaspoon of lemon. The lemon, the acid is important. It kills germs. I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. About a half a teaspoon of salt. I got to make a little bit of an incline here to make this work right. Okay, here we go. Oil, very slowly. All right, let's see what we got. Tastes like mayonnaise. Not quite the same as store-bought mayonnaise, but from what I've been researching, this can actually be healthier. You can even cure this. I think you're supposed to let it sit out for like 7 hours and let it cure. Check on that. Well, it's not bad. Some recipes call for the yolk only. Some recipes call for the whole egg. I used a whole egg. So that's mayonnaise. All right, I'm going to make something with mayonnaise. So there you have it. Egg, oil, lemon, mustard, salt. That's pretty much it. You have to be careful when you're incorporating it, when you're incorporating the oil, because if you add it too fast, you can actually break the proteins. I've seen it happen before when I was making Thousand Island dressing at the Holiday Inn. Had the burr mixer going, and I had a buddy pouring oil for me, and he suddenly poured it too fast, and the foam that was this high in the kettle just suddenly went bam, and it just flopped right down into a liquid. Unbelievable. It was like some kind of science experiment. The only way you can recover something like that is to start another batch of eggs and whip them up and slowly incorporate the whole mess back into the eggs again. You got to have the proteins so that they're connected. If they break, you can whip it all day and never get it back together. So anyway, there you go. A little bit of science in the Cooking with John show today. So, okay, hope you enjoyed that. And do a little research before you attempt what I just did. Make sure that you know what you're doing, and make sure you know about the pros and cons of homemade mayonnaise. All right, have a good one. Bye. Hey, welcome to Cooking with John. We're going to do an experiment today. This is experiment day on Cooking with John. Okay, so here's what we got. I made some homemade mayonnaise, okay? I'm not happy with it because, to tell you the truth, it was the oil I used. The video said I could use any unflavored oil, so I used cooking oil, and, well, it tastes like it. Otherwise, it tastes like it could have been very good. It's got some good flavor, but then it's got some bad flavor too. So we're going to take this. You know I don't like to waste stuff. And we are going to experiment. I'm going to see if I can't make sunflower seed sticks. Now we're going to put some flour in it. Before I go too much further, I want to start adding some other things too, so that they can combine nicely. I'm going to put some cayenne pepper in here. I'm also going to put in some dried onions. Probably need... That's probably enough. And some sunflower seeds. A good portion. Maybe a couple of good handfuls. Like that. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring the rest more flour up until we can get pretty much a dough. I want to add a little more mustard too. So here's some spicy brown. Let's go with that. Because these are going to be like snack sticks, okay? So a little hot, a little spicy, a little mustardy, and some with the sunflower seeds in it. So let's see what we're going to come up with. All right, it's getting pretty close to a type of dough. I want it to be a little tighter than that. I'm going to add a little more flour. I'm going to roll little sticks and bake them and see what the heck happens. I think it's kind of a clay consistency, all right? So I think we're going to try to go with that. It's got oil in it. I don't think I'm going to have to grease the pan. All right, I'm going to start making some sticks. Oh, it rolls nicely. All right, so I don't want them too thick. So I'm going to go ahead and put them on the pan and kind of smash them out a little bit. Imagine these aren't going to expand too much, so I'm going to put them right next to each other. Added a few more sunflower seeds. Basically what I'm doing is I'm rolling a little bit into a log, and then I kind of flatten it a little, and it holds together nicely. So, and then I just place it on the pan. It's definitely got a high oil content, which is unfortunate. All right, here's what we got so far. These are kind of thick, so we're going to see how they work. I got the oven at 400 degrees. These shouldn't take too long to bake. I'm thinking maybe 12 minutes or something. Okay, here we go. There's a ton of oil cooking out of these, and of course that's because it was a failed attempt at mayonnaise, so who knows? We'll find out. They're beginning to brown a little bit. Now, let's go. Let's let them go some more. Well, I took these out to see how they're doing, and actually they look pretty tasty. They're going to have to firm up, I would imagine. It's just the way stuff from the oven is. Okay, here's what we've come up with. The little ones are still cooling. These just seem to be a little bit firmer. They're a little bit hardier. So I'm going to try a piece now. You can taste a little bit of the mustard in there. And the sunflower seeds, man, they toasted up so nice. When I do this again, and I will, I won't use as much oil. Because after all, it was a failed mayonnaise recipe that I used. And it had, what, a cup of oil and 1 egg? And these just boiled oil out of them while they were baking. Really unhealthy. But anyway, okay, there you go. Brand new recipe again. Thanks for watching.